Yes, in this video, we will solve questions from today's weekly contest, and let me take you to the screen first. And yeah, this is the first question, which was the easy one. It says ki you are given an integer array nums and elements num size considered valid if it satisfy at least one of the following condition. First condition is it is strictly greater than every element to its left, or it should be strictly greater than every element to its right. Okay, I mean basically we need to consider only one condition, that that in the num size should be satisfy one of these conditions. So I said or, and then the first and last element are always valid. Why? First element is always greater than to the elements to its left, right? Because there is no one at left, so it will be always be greater. And the last one will be always valid because there is no one at right. So the second rule, which is the strictly greater than every element at right, uh, that will get followed here. So yeah, the first and last element will always will be there in the answer. What we need to do, to return an array of all valid elements in the same order as they appear in nums. Okay, so while after reading this question, the first thing came in my mind is I can use a premax and suffix max. Like premax means what? Oh, you can say ki I don't want to make it complicated, but there is another way to solve it, that which is monotonic stack. We'll solve it using premax. Basically, it is same as monotonic stack, but instead of using stack, we will use a vector array here, which I'm using for the premax and suffix max. Okay, this let's see what I thought and how we code it. First, I'll take nums dot size, and what I will do, I will declare two arrays, first for the prefix max and second for the suffix max. So vector of int premax n0 and suffix max, we can say ki suffmax n0. And in this array, what I will do ki instead of showing numbers, I'll store indices. Cause one thing can happen ki the premax element, which is the greater element, can get included two times. And not for that, but okay, that first thing came into mind, but that's not proper valid, cause instead of looking at the number, I should look at the indices. Cause in last uh, last statement, they have totally said, like they clearly said, the valid elements in the same order. So we want their indices. And if we store the actual values in premax and in suffix max, we will not get known key, though they were like which element was first and which element was the second one. In premax, okay, we will say ki though these max element appearing next to it, it means ki it will be next to this. But how we can compare the premax and suffix max in that case? Like for the same indices, if I get the suffix max from the last element, like we can say ki for I index I, it is the greatest element from the left one, but there is someone which is greater than this, which is at the right one. And for the suffix max, I will have just stored that value only. So I should get know ki that index or that value should get entered after the these premax values. So to solve this conflict, what I did, what I thought ki I can use a premax suffix max, but with indices. Like I will store the premax indices and suffix max indices. Let me take the screen again. Hmm, yeah, now. So let's do this, like storing premax indices and suffix max indices. What, how we will do? Like this, key for I is equals to 0, I is less than n plus plus. And if I is equals to 0, then we need to take this. So we will say ki premax at the 0, it will be 0th index only. As we are storing indices, just take it index, okay? And else, what I can say ki else, if my nums at premax indices at that, or premax previous indices, because till previous indices I have stored the max one. Still that index it is greater than nums of current index, then I will store it greater than or equal to than nums of current index, then I will store that index only, because I have found that index before and I don't want to repeat that again. Now it should be strictly greater, right? So the previous one was the greater one than the nums hai. So uh, I will say ki premax at that index, it will be whichever the premax I had found previously, that is the only one premax at that I. Okay, that one is the greater, cause right now whichever the number I have, that number is greater than or equal to, I am not the strictly greater, that the number which I have now, that which is nums I, it is not the strictly greater than the previously max which I found. So I did this, keep premax I is equals to premax I minus 1 which I found previously. Else it means ki my nums I is strictly greater than the nums which I found previously. So what I will do, keep premax at I is equals to I. Ki yeah, this index number is strictly greater than the all leftmost greater, or the leftmost greater I have found till now. I will do same for the suffix max. I is equals to n minus 1, I is greater than. We'll do reverse traversal as we want to store the suffix max. When I is equals to n minus 1, at that time we need to store that as it is, cause there is no one at right, and that's why it is greater than anyone to its right, and that condition satisfies. Okay, if I is equal to n minus 1, if I is not equal to n minus 1, then what I need to do, I have to check what was what was the max indices I found, what the max element indices I found to the next element. Like to the next, it means ki as I'm going from largest index to the smallest index, I will say to I plus 1, like suffix max to I plus 1, it is greater than the nums right now, then suffix max now it will be whichever index I had found previously. I or what I can say ki suffix max at I is equals to I. Okay, it means that one is, that index is basically greater. Now I got indices, that premax indices, suffix max indices, but I want uh, like unique ones, right? Some indices might be repeated in premax and in suffix max, and I want that in order also. So I will use set, because set itself store numbers or elements in that in increasing order, and only it stores a element with frequency 1 only, like it stores unique element. So for index from prefix, also premax, we'll store it in t dot insert that index, and we'll do same for suffix or submax. Index from submax, we will store that index. Okay, now I have indices, I just need to generate answer array, or okay, answer array basically that we need to return. So for int indices index from st, I need to store it answer of pushback nums at that index, and I'll return that answer array, or you can say answer vector. Let's submit it, and it got accepted. What the time complexity for this? The time complexity for this is big of n, as we are doing this, and then this, all these things. So the time complexity for this will be big of n, and the space complexity for this is also big of n, as we are storing this in premax and suffix max, so big of n. Okay, so yeah, That's all for today's video, and yeah, we'll meet in next one. Till then, bye.